My name is Mark, the Chief Executive Officer of Napier Farmers Market, a Ugandan-based enterprise that leverages the use of technology to offer an exciting bridge between producers and consumers of food. I wonder how you would feel when it costs you expensively to put food on the table for your family, yet the real producer of that food, who might be a relative in the village, cannot even afford a mosquito net to prevent malaria. Well, that's very true in Uganda because of the value chain that is disorganized by brokers who trade food between farmers and a few urban-based wholesale markets from which suburb-based food retailers have to come and shop stock for sale to end consumers in their communities. This kind of food sourcing and distribution is not only inefficient, expensive, hectic, and tiresome for food retailers, but it's the major reason why uh, food is rotting and is wasted in markets, and the cost of this same wasted food is passed on to end consumers in terms of high food prices. This is so for over 8 million populations in and around Kampala, while millions and millions of farmers in the countryside are stuck in exploitation by brokers. To counter this situation, Nampa Farmers Market is fair and accountable to roll out a mobile-based business-to-business supply to eliminate the long informal distribution value chains that significantly mark up the price point of food to approximately 200% by the time it reaches the end consumer. Mixing the use of technology to make produce buying as easy as buying airtime together with door-to-door deliveries, Napier Farmers Market translates in a collective purchasing power to farmers across the country, allowing them access to stable markets with better market rates. For the time we have executed our solution, Napier Farmers Market is facilitating a significant improvement in the agricultural community's health, wealth, and education and ecosystem services. The customers of our service include farmers, vendors, kiosks, stores, hotels, and restaurants acquired via uh, face-to-face contacts, cooperative engagement, social media platforms, and advertisements. It's true we don't trade food, but we make money through fees charged on farmers for pickup of their produce from farms to the customers, and the fees we charge on customers for door-to-door deliveries. So often, most vendors face a problem of liquidity, so they don't have sufficient risk capital to invest in food business. So Nampia helps them to deal with their liquidity problem by offering them 48-hour credit lines, of which we charge 4% as interest, and that is the third form of income to Nampia Farmers Market. Nampia primarily faces competition from traditional groceries and zero service providers. However, what sets us apart is the use of technology to consolidate the value chain, aggregate market demand, and trigger supplies from farmers based on the needs of our customers. We also leverage mobile money services to increase efficiency and ease of use by our customers while making payments for their orders. Since 2016, we have been transforming our business and we are progressing well. This is evident with the 20% net profit margin that we registered in 2017 as compared to the 14% in 2016. We are trending the right direction and we are set to achieve more and more as we focus on service reliability, quality assurance, timely order fulfillment, and market expansion. At Napier Farmers Market, we do what we say we'll do and we hold ourselves accountable for our words and actions. We live with the saying or with the commitment that food retailers must have access to low-cost stock, which is of better quality and has to be delivered to their doorstep in a bid to check inflation of food. And we live by this at Napier Farmers Market. I'm sure this has significantly led to the growth in the demand for our service, and unfortunately, our capacity to match up with the demand is not moving at the same pace. And this is the very reason that Napier Farmers Market seeks to raise $300,000 in preferred convertible equity, leaving up to 4 years to help support continued investment in the expansion of infrastructure like warehousing and logistical solutions so that we can keep up with the growing demand. With such infrastructure, Napier Farmers Market will be a one-stop shop for over 2,000 food retailers from across from across East Africa, so that they are able to buy in bulk and with the certainty that what they want shall consistently be available with better industry standards. To date, Napier Farmers Market lives with a log of achievements, among which one is the monthly income, which has grown from $420 as per December 2016 to $1,200 as per December 2017. That was awesome, though we need to invest more effort in customer acquisition and improve service delivery. The second achievement is the customer base, which has grown from a mere 5 paying customers and 76 farmers in the year 2016 to a whole 134 paying customers and 814 farmers in 2017. That was marvelous, but we need to onboard more farmers and continue to offer a full goods basket to both new and old customers. Another achievement worth mentioning is the number of transactions we are able to facilitate in a week, which is no less than 150. For that, we are into developing a revenue stream revenue stream from more and more transactions without compromising user experience. I'm sure if we can grow more in capacity in terms of capacity and quality through compliance, operational excellence, and execution, Napier Farmers Market shall register more and more achievements in line with ISO 26000. The team behind the amazing success is none other than that one that is led by myself, Mark, who is the CEO, with experience in information systems analysis, logistics, and supply chain space. I am innovating the local food industry through creation of deeper market penetration and distribution channels in the consumer food supply. Followed by Lydia Jemba, who is our COO. She is a self-declared foodie and an avid shopper at local food retailers. She takes the role of creating and launching new markets, recruiting and training sales managers, field facilitators, and delivery hosts. We have Diana Caseta, who is our Chief of Finances. Between accounting and her MBA, she brings a trained and analytical eye to the business and distribution operations at Napier Farmers Market. Carole Fred Joseph is an agronomist and our director of production. He works with farmers there to guide them through the best agronomical practices so that they are able to produce quality that is deserved by our customers. We have Kasaja Fred, who is our director of sales. With his degree in nutrition and business, he's motivated to encourage people to eat healthier, focus on buying real food, and understand where the food comes from and how that impacts the community around them. So together we are a team that passionately believes that all goods in our market should be cheaper, easier for vendors to get, and with better quality standards. Drawing from our experience in logistics and supply chain space, I believe we have developed a unique solution to address the inherent inefficiencies in the delivery of fresh produce in East Africa with a significant positive impact for both producers and consumers of food. I'm very glad for your time and interest in Napier Farmers Market, and I'm excited to take any questions that you may have. I thank you.